Hello guys, welcome back to DevOps with Hari YouTube channel. So today I'm going to showcase one interesting content for all of you. AWS DevOps Knowledge Check. Yes, correct. I'm going to have a three level of knowledge check. I'm going to have it for each and every one of the AWS DevOps engineer who are watching this video. So I've categorized as the three levels. Level one is A1, beginner level. Okay, in that I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Level 2, B1, intermediate level. Okay. In that also, I'm going to ask 5 more questions. C1, pro level. Finally, I'm going to complete with last 5 more questions. Totally right. 15 questions I'm going to ask in A1, B1, C1. Start, identify the answer and count your score. Okay. In beginner level, out of 5, how much you have scored. In intermediate level, right? Out of 5, how much you have scored. And pro level, out of 5, how much you have scored. End of this video, right? Total out of 15, how many answers you are able to find, you can put it in the comment section. Okay. It's going to be a real interesting one. Let's get started. A1, beginner level, question number 1. Okay. I'll start with which is the not compute service in AWS. Okay. I'm going to give you options as well. EC2, Lambda is the option 2. CloudWatch is the option 3. 5 seconds to identify. Yeah. The answer is 3, CloudWatch. When you take AWS, right, EC2, Lambda and all come as a compute service. CloudWatch is the monitoring service. This is no longer answer. So with that, right, we can switch to beginner level question 2. The question is, what does IAM stands for in AWS? The options are 1, identity access management. Number 2, identity access member. Number 3, identity authentication management. 5 seconds to identify. The answer would be 1. Identity access management is the correct abbreviation for the IAM in AWS. Okay. With that, I'm moving on to the question 3, which is the following statements about security group is incorrect. Okay. The options are every EC2 instance must have at least one security group. Option 2, security group allow rules, no deny rules. Option 3, security group can be attached at the subnet level. 5 seconds to identify. The answer would be 3. Security group, right, can be managed in the resource level, not subnet level. Only ACL can be attached in the subnet level. So answer 3, option 3 is the incorrect one related to security group. Okay. With that, I am moving on to the question number 4. The question would be, which service is used for object storage in AWS? The options are EC2, S3, RDS. 5 seconds to identify. The answer would be 2. S3, simple storage service, is the service which you use to store for object storage in AWS. Okay. With that, last question in beginner level. 5th question. What is the default state of new security group rule? The options are allow all inbound. Option 2, deny all inbound. Option 3, allow all outbound only. 5 seconds to identify. The answer is 2. Deny all inbound. Yes. When we are creating brand new security group, right, by default, all the rules and ports are blocked. Whenever you need, right, you can allow according to your requirement. Okay. So with that, right, we are concluding the beginner level. I don't know, like out of 5, how much you have scored. Maybe this is very easy for all the people. The next intermediate level and all those things, right, which will be really difficult. Before that, right, DevOps with the AI, it's a brand new channel of mine. I recommend all of you to subscribe this. You're going to get lots of content, curious content on AWS and DevOps, Azure, AI, all those things in this channel. Quickly, subscribe to this channel. Only then whatever the video I'm posting regularly, right, which comes to your queue, YouTube algorithm will push it to your, watch list. So let's get started with the B1 intermediate level. I'm going to start with the question 1. Which AWS service is mainly used for CI/CD pipeline automation? Option 1, code commit. Option 2, code pipeline. Option 3, CloudFormation. Okay, out of 3, which one we gonna use? 5 seconds to identify. The answer would be 2. Code pipeline is the CI/CD pipeline automation tool. It's predominantly right in AWS people are using. We do have other CI/CD tools are available. Lots of things are available in market, but coming to AWS, code pipeline is the primary tool. Okay. With that, Ryan, I'm going to start with a question 2. In S3, what does versioning help with? The options are, it will encrypt the data. Option 2, maintain multiple versions of object. Option 3, improve performance. 5 seconds to identify. Yes, the versioning stand for will help us to maintain multiple versions of object. Okay, so we can keep multiple versions of same object. It will maintain the current version, old versions of object, everything. Okay, with that, I'm moving on to the question 3 on the intermediate level. The question is, what is the purpose of IAM role? Assigning permission to users only, provide temporary access to AWS service. Option 3, store credential permanently. 5 seconds to identify. The answer is 2. So IAM rule, right, that will provide the temporary access to AWS service. Example, when we are using Lambda and all, right, we will, use IAM role to, get permission for, accessing other AWS services. It will have some temporary access. It is not a permanent and you cannot store it anywhere. So answer is going to be 2. With that, I'm moving on to the question 4 in intermediate level, B1. The question is, which service is used for infrastructure as a code in AWS? Option 1, CloudFormation. Option 2, CloudWatch. Option 3, System Manager. 5 seconds to identify. Answer 1. CloudFormation is the tool we can create a stack to provision the infrastructure resources. It's act like an infrastructure as a code in AWS. Okay. Last question in the intermediate level. Okay. The question is all about what are the use of auto scaling group? First one, it will back up the data. Second one, automatically adjust the number of EC2 instances. Third one, monitor log. 5 seconds to identify. The answer would be 2. When you are configuring auto scaling in AWS, right, it automatically adjusts your EC2 instance based on your need. Okay. So with that, we are completing the intermediate level. I don't know like how much you have scored in the beginner level and how much you have scored in the intermediate level. Last level we are going, which is something like, pro C1 pro level. Here also we are going to have a 5 questions. In the comment section, you can mention total out of 15 questions, how much you have scored. Okay. So don't cheat, guys. It's self-evaluation. So no need to copy or do something. So just to identify and just to realize which stage we are in with the AWS and DevOps. Okay. So first question, pro level. What happens if lifecycle hook in auto scaling fails? First option, instance is terminated immediately. Second one, instance say pending. Third one, ASG stops working. 5 seconds to identify. Answer 2. When you are configuring lifecycle hook in auto scaling, right, that you can make use of while instance is creating because of auto scaling due to some conditions, right? You can give some customization, user data, something to install in the new EC2 instance. So if something goes not good in the lifecycle hook, the instance stay pending state only until it get timeout. Okay, that is the right answer. So with that, I'm moving on to the second question in the pro level. The question is, in code pipeline, what is the required to trigger the pipeline automation on code change? First one, CloudWatch alarm. Second one, event bridge or webhook. Third one, Lambda manual trigger. 5 seconds to identify. The answer is 2. Yes. Whenever, not only in code pipeline, any CI/CD tool, pipeline management tool, you will use webhook. Whenever there's a code change in the GitHub, right, through webhook, right, it will get the notification as a trigger. Yeah, you can even use event bridge when come to AWS. Okay, so answer 2 is the right one. Question 3 in pro level, which deployment strategy avoid downtime completely? Many of you already know the answer, but still, option 1, rolling deployment. Option 2, blue-green deployment. Option 3, recreate deployment. 5 seconds to identify. The answer is going to be blue-green deployment. Yes. So there will be two set of services will be running, blue and green. If something, migration, or if you are doing any, upgradation, any activity you are doing, right, we'll expect the less downtime in the group blue-green deployment. Okay. So with that, last two more questions to complete this, evaluation. Fourth question: what are the main benefits of using Terraform over CloudFormation? The answers are faster execution, multi-cloud support, better UI. 5 seconds to identify. Answer 2. Because Terraform support AWS, Azure, GCP, so on so cloud provider. When come to CloudFormation, it's native infrastructure tool of AWS, where it supports only AWS. Okay. So no need to consider faster execution. Almost all the infrastructure tools are remain same, and the better UI with nothing to do with AI when come to infrastructure code. So multi-cloud support is the betterment, one of the best differentiation between Terraform and CloudFormation. That is the main benefit of Terraform. Okay. Last question in the pro level. With that, right, we're going to count your score. In ECS with Fargate, what is not managed by AWS? Option 1, server provisioning. Option 2, container runtime. Option 3, application code. 5 seconds to identify. So the answer is 3. Very good. Hope you have calculated your score on the beginner level, intermediate level, and pro. So I want all of you to know out of 15 how much you have scored, right? You mentioned in the comment section. And this is a brand new channel which I'm going to post very valuable information in AWS, Azure, and DevOps with AI. I recommending all of you to subscribe this channel so you will get all the videos whichever I'm posting. Make sure you are commenting this. Whoever the colleague working along with you, right? Share this video. Let's test their knowledge. I'm not going to stop this quiz with this video. I'm going to make other videos also. In that video, definitely I'm going to add a little more complex question. Okay, I know that this is the video 1. The questions are a little bit easier, but upcoming videos, right, definitely which I'm posting, you will expect very good questions, which definitely made you to think too much. Okay, thank you all. Thanks for watching this video.